Police officers, trader killed as Shiites protest in Abuja. Bandits kidnap district head, 6 others in Kaduna. Vietnam-bound businessman excretes 68 wraps of cocaine at Lagos airport. And on the international scene, Hezbollah launches 320 rockets, drones against Israel. Very good evening and welcome to the news update on Trust Television. My name is Sagir Ibrahim. And on the news in full, a trader and 2 police officers were killed during a violent clash between police and members of the proscribed Islamic movement in Nigeria, commonly known as Shiites, at Wuse Market in Abuja. The incident unfolded when IMN members took to the streets for an Arba'in demonstration commemorating the 40th day after their Ashura anniversary. The trader, identified as Amiru, was reportedly shot in the chest while fleeing the scene as police officers chased the protesters near Chateau de la Rue in Wuse Zone 6. Eyewitnesses said Amiru was rushed to the Zone 3 hospital, but the emergency unit was overwhelmed with casualties, particularly police officers. He succumbed to his injuries while being transferred to Maitama District Hospital. The confrontation also led to the destruction of 3 police patrol vehicles, which were set ablaze by the protesters. In response to the incident, the spokesperson for the FCT Police Command, Josephine Ade, confirmed the attack, describing it as unprovoked. According to Ade, the Shiite group attacked a police checkpoint at Wuse Junction, improvised explosive devices and knives, which led to the death of the 2 police officers and left 3 others unconscious. Several members of the IMN have been arrested in connection with the violence. The FCT Commissioner of Police, CP Benneth Igwe, condemned the attack and vowed to bring those responsible to justice. The police have since restored order in the area, and further updates will be provided as investigations continue. Also, the leadership of the Islamic movement of Nigeria has accused the police of launching a deadly attack on its members during an Arba'in symbolic trek in the Wuse district of Abuja. According to the IMN, the police, in their attempt to disperse the participants, killed and injured numerous mourners. Sheikh Sidi Munir Nasara Sokoto, a prominent leader of the IMN, stated that the group was conducting a peaceful trek when the police intervened with excessive force. Security agents have reportedly continued to arrest participants of the trek, further escalating tensions. The IMN emphasized that all participants were thoroughly searched before the trek to prevent any infiltration and ensure the event's peaceful conduct. The group noted that similar treks in the Masaka and Zuba areas were concluded successfully and without incident the previous day. And also, bandits have abducted the district head of Garukurama community, Yakubu Jadi, along with 6 others, including the local Catholic Church catechist and the district head's daughter, in Gurzan Kurama village, Lere local government area of Kaduna State. The Southern Kaduna People's Union, Sokapu, confirmed the incident, which occurred on the night of August 23rd, though police are yet to verify it. Sokapu, in a statement by its spokesperson Josiah Abrax, expressed deep concern over the kidnappings and called on security agencies to expedite efforts for the victims' safe return. The union also urged the federal government to strengthen the protection of citizens and encourage communities to remain vigilant, reporting any suspicious activity to authorities. The bandits have not yet made contact with the victims' families. Still in security, the Nigerian Air Force has reported the death of several terrorists following airstrikes on the Malum forest in Kaduna State. According to NAF spokesman Air Vice Marshal Edward Gapquet, the operation carried out on August 24th as part of Operation Well Punch targeted a stronghold of terrorists responsible for recent attacks and abductions. Gapquet noted that similar operations were conducted in Zamfara and Niger states, leading to the elimination of insurgents from their enclaves. Intelligence revealed that many terrorists involved in attacks in Niger state had relocated to Kaduna's Malum forest. Additionally, airstrikes were carried out in terrorist hideouts in Zamfara and the illegal refining sites in Niger Delta, resulting in the destruction of over 25 illegal sites and several environmental damages. Also, in a significant crackdown on crime, the Jigawa State Police Command has detained 22 suspects involved in various criminal activities, including vandalism, cattle rustling, fraud, armed robbery and theft. The arrests were made between July 29 and August 22, 2024, and were the result of intensified visibility policing, intelligence gathering and cooperation with other security agencies, according to DSP Lawal Shisu Adam, the command's public relations officer. The suspects were found with a range of exhibits including 2 vehicles, 4 motorcycles, 6 cattle, fake currency, and vandalized cable wires. Notably, a red Boxer motorcycle was recovered from a suspect who had fraudulently obtained 2 million naira from a victim, and 2 stolen cows were returned to a farm in Birniwa local government area. Additionally, 3 suspects were arrested for selling adulterated fertilizer to farmers, leading to significant financial losses. All suspects have been charged in court, and the police command continues to urge the public to assist in combating crime. And the Department of State Services, the DSS, has released Adejuwon Soyinka, an investigative journalist and the pioneer editor of the BBC Pidgin service, after detaining him at Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. Soyinka, who currently serves as the West African Regional Editor of The Conversation Africa, was arrested upon his arrival from the United Kingdom early Sunday morning, but was released after several hours of interrogation. However, his passport was seized and no official reason has been provided for his detention. Soyinka's arrest sparked concern among his friends, who reported that he was unreachable, with all calls to his phone going unanswered. When contacted, DSS spokesperson Peter Afunanya denied any knowledge of the arrest. One person has died after a speedboat carrying 15 passengers capsized in the Okubie River, southern Ijaw local government area, Bayelsa State. The boat was en route from Yanagwa to Oporoma when the incident occurred. According to community sources, the rising water levels this rainy season contributed to the tragedy. While 14 passengers were rescued by local residents, 1 person drowned. This incident follows a recent explosion of a trader's boat in Ezetu 1 community, which resulted in 20 fatalities. The cause of the current mishap is still under investigation. However, Maritime Workers Union Chairman Ipgansi Ogoniba confirmed the incident, which took place on Saturday afternoon. Police spokesperson ASP Musa Muhammad stated that no further details were available at the time of reporting, but promised to investigate and provide further updates. And on the cost of living, tomato prices continue to drop in Jos Plateau State, causing concern among traders at the Faringada market. While the price drop has led to increased product availability, traders are lamenting the low demand and the impact of the ongoing economic hardship on the market. Trust TV's Ado Musa brings details.
In the past 2 months, the price of a large basket of tomatoes previously sold for 80,000 naira and a smaller basket at 25,000 naira has plummeted. Currently, a medium basket can be found for as low as 5,000 naira, depending on the tomato variety. This drastic price drop mirrors recent statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics, highlighting a broader decline in food commodity prices, especially for perishable goods.
Okay, we are actually very grateful that the price of tomato as such today has really subsided compared to the previous one that used to be on the high side. But today, to a large extent, the price of tomato in the market has really dropped to the minimum. So at least today it is affordable.
And now is better. Now the price is better. Although when we buy cheap, when the price of the tomatoes come down, it's even hard for us to sell. In the place that we are selling it, it's very hard for us to sell in that place. So even when the price increase, although we use that opportunity to sell in the place we used to sell.
This is my first time of exploring this market. Okay. I too, as according to what you said, I too just come and have some view about the price, whether it has dropped or not. Okay. But now what I'm seeing, though is reasonable, but it still needs to do more better. The price still need to come down more better. So, well, it's okay. We pray that things will improve more than this.
On the other hand, tomato traders lament that despite the significant price drop, they are not benefiting from the market conditions.
Of people, majority of the farmers, they farm the tomatoes in large quantity, and the tomatoes is now much in the market and the demand is less, because one person will just come and buy the tomatoes at the price of 5,000 per basket, and we the traders, we are selling at loss.
Only we traders, we are not finding the market sweet. We are not finding it easy. Why? Because the price of tomatoes is low. The price is low, so our customers do come and decided to share within themselves. They may decide, 3 people may decide to buy a basket and share within themselves. But when it was costly small, they will not afford to buy a basket. They rather buy from us. When we buy and casa it, they pick from us. That's those traders in the village, at home, at Anguas. So they will buy from us. So that time we are having much patronage than now.
Buyers in the market hope that tomato prices will not surge again as they did in the second quarter of the year. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
Also, food, a basic necessity for survival, is increasingly becoming unaffordable for the average person. And many residents now report going to bed hungry, unable to put a meal on the table. The worsening economic hardship is taking its toll on them, with small businesses which they usually rely on no longer able to sustain their families. Trust TV's Bello Musa spoke with residents in Kaduna and filed in this report.
The economic hardship is undoubtedly taking a toll on these residents. Roasted and boiled maize is quickly becoming the go-to meal for the common man in the north. Someone came to my shop begging for something to eat, saying he hadn't had food for 2 days.
People die. People they die. Food will cost. You don't fit to buy food. People they die yo. Like now, if you shop today, tomorrow no go shop. Some people they drink water. Go sleep. 5 days now, I never shop. Me and my children. Talk. That's my problem.
We are in a dire situation due to hunger in the north. We are forced to eat corn because foodstuffs are too expensive. Even gari is beyond our reach. We rarely see food, and when we do, we can only afford to eat once a day. Our children are not even getting enough to satisfy their hunger. Due to the economic hardships they are enduring, they are appealing to the government to address the challenges Nigerians are facing. We are struggling, but we are praying to God for relief. We urge our leaders to have compassion. We voted for them, expecting they would address our challenges, but the situation has worsened instead. In addition to economic crisis, many believe that insecurity and insufficient rainfall could lead to a food crisis in the region if urgent action is not taken. Bella Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.
You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Coming up shortly. Gombe traders lament shop allocation delay at new metropolitan parks. This and more when we return. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with the news update on Trust Television. Here's a recap of our top stories again. Police officers, trader killed as Shiites protest in Abuja. And bandits kidnap district head, 6 others in Kaduna. And to more stories now. Just a week after the Gombe state government relocated all metropolitan parks to the newly commissioned mega parks, traders are raising concerns over the lack of shop allocations. These traders, who initially set up temporary kiosks at the new parks, have now been ordered to vacate immediately. Many say they depend on the park for their livelihoods, and without proper shop allocations, they are left jobless. Trust TV's Hassan Kuli has more on this report.
Traders relocated from the punked parks like Tashan Bauchi, Tashan Duku and Gombe Line are expressing deep concern over the threat of unemployment due to the removal of their kiosks. Many petty traders have criticized the vacation notice from Gwasubda, arguing that it effectively blocks them from doing business in the park, since they have not yet received shop allocations from the government. As they comply with the government's order to vacate, traders acknowledge their past wrongdoings but ardently appeal for quick shop allocations to secure their livelihoods.
Our members, due to they spend so many months without doing everything, they become jobless, doing nothing. Due to the reallocation of the parks, our people realize that they have no options rather than to carry their own structures, containers and whatever to come and place, because it's the way they are surviving. We want to collaborate with the stakeholders of this very issue on reallocation in order to provide space for us so that we can keep on doing our own businesses, so that we can keep on surviving, taking the responsibilities of our families, parents and the rest.
When we relocate from Teshanduku to here, we find ourselves displaced persons because it is the place where we used to feed our family, so we don't know how to do. We appeal to Gombe State government to come to our aid, to help us in order to reallocate a shop for us so that we can continue to feed our family and other members of the society.
While traders express their concerns, the state government maintains that the relocation exercise is aimed at properly maintaining the standard of the new parks. Officials assure that all traders who follow the appropriate channels will receive their allocations in due time. After relocating motor parks here, most of the traders from there came in here and mounted their kiosks illegally. So we asked them to vacate and follow the appropriate way, as every union had its own allocations, which we are working on, and every will without doubt receive their allocations. However, for now, Gwasubda is working to enforce proper usage of the allocations. Traders remain optimistic that the government will soon allocate shops, allowing them to resume their daily businesses. From Gombe, Hassan Koli reporting for Trust TV.
And a Vietnam-bound businessman, Ibianusi Nosike, was apprehended by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the NDLEA, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos after excreting 68 wraps of cocaine. Nosike had been under surveillance since arriving from Anambra State on August 7 and was arrested while attempting to board a flight from Lagos to Abuja. In a related case, the NDLEA had earlier arrested another Vietnam-bound businessman, Paul Mbaduha, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Lagos on August 12. Mbaduha excreted 88 wraps of cocaine weighing 1.710 kilograms. The NDLEA's spokesperson, Femi Babafemi, revealed that further arrests included an Onitsha-based businessman caught with 1.20 kilograms of cannabis headed to Dubai, and a female drug trafficking gang operating in Lagos. Additionally, NDLEA operatives at Tinkan Seaport intercepted codeine worth 2.2 billion naira, and 2 women in Edo State were arrested for selling drug-laced cookies and cakes online. And to news outside the shores of Nigeria, Hezbollah launched a large-scale attack on Israeli positions on Sunday, firing more than 320 Katyusha rockets and deploying drones in what it called an initial response to the recent killing of one of its top commanders, Fuad Shukr, in southern Beirut. The Lebanese militant group targeted 11 Israeli bases and barracks, including sites on the annexed Golan Heights, and claimed that the first phase of the attack had been a total success, facilitating the passage of drones deep into Israeli territory. This escalation follows the death of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran and comes amid ongoing exchanges of fire between Hezbollah and Israel since the Gaza war erupted on October 7 after Hamas attacks on Israel. Hezbollah has vowed severe retaliation if Lebanese civilians were harmed, and Lebanon's national news agency reported Israeli strikes on multiple locations in southern Lebanon in response. The situation raises fears of a broader conflict in the region as both sides continue to intensify their military actions. And in sports, Alex Iwobi edged closer to Nwankwo Kanu's Premier League record with a decisive goal in Fulham's 2-1 win over Leicester City on Saturday. The former Everton midfielder scored the winning goal with 20 minutes remaining, marking his 10th consecutive season with a Premier League goal. Iwobi is now the second Nigerian to achieve this milestone. Kanu holds the record with 12 goals in 12 consecutive Premier League seasons during his time with Arsenal, West Bromwich Albion and Portsmouth. Iwobi's Premier League journey began with his first goal for Arsenal against Everton in the 2015-16 season, and also in 255 top-flight appearances. And that wraps up the news update at this hour. Do not forget to follow us across all of our social platforms and catch our live stream on YouTube for more news, programs, and documentaries. My name is Sagir Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.